The train that never arrived. My grandfather never believed in ghost stories. He believed in clocks. He always said that time remembers everything, even when people forget. The night before he died, he placed an old silver pocket watch into my hand. Its surface was scratched by decades of use. The glass was cracked. The hands had stopped forever at exactly 11:47. Inside the cover was a tiny folded piece of paper. Only 6 words were written. Never board the train at 11:47. I laughed. I thought it was one last attempt to scare me, the kind of strange joke he loved telling when I was a child. After his funeral, I couldn't stop thinking about those words. Every night I opened the watch. Every night the hands still pointed to the same impossible time. 11:47. A week later, curiosity became stronger than fear. I searched old newspapers, forgotten archives, abandoned railway records. Again and again I found strange stories about a station that officially no longer existed. People claimed a train appeared there once every year, always at exactly 11:47. There was no engine number, no destination, no passengers ever returned. The authorities dismissed every report. The station was closed decades ago. Eventually, nature swallowed the tracks. At least, that was what everyone believed. On the last evening of October, I drove alone through endless rain. The road disappeared beneath thick fog. GPS stopped working. Radio stations faded into silence. Only static remained. Then, I saw the station. Old brick walls, broken lamps, rusted tracks disappearing into darkness. It looked exactly like the photographs taken almost 70 years earlier, as if time had forgotten this place. I checked my phone. No signal. The air felt strangely cold. Even the wind had stopped moving. The only sound was the slow ticking, coming from the pocket watch that had never worked. Tick, 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 tick. I looked down. The frozen hands were moving, slowly. For the first time in decades, they reached 11:46. 1 minute remained. Then, somewhere beyond the fog, I heard a train whistle. The whistle grew louder. It wasn't like any train I had ever heard. The sound carried something, almost like a voice hidden inside the steam. A bright white light slowly appeared through the thick fog. It moved closer, slowly, silently. My heart pounded so hard I could hear it over the ticking of the pocket watch. Then, the locomotive emerged, old, black, covered in steam. Its metal looked untouched by time. There was no number, no destination. Only a strange symbol carved into the front. The train stopped exactly in front of me. The doors opened without a sound. Nobody stepped outside. Nobody welcomed me. Then figures began leaving the train. An old man, a young woman, a little boy holding a toy train. Dozens of silent passengers walked across the platform. None of them looked at me. Their faces were pale, their eyes seemed empty, as if they were dreaming or remembering something terrible. One elderly woman slowed her steps. Without turning toward me, she whispered, "Don't stay after midnight." She disappeared into the fog. The platform became silent once again. The doors remained open, waiting. The pocket watch stopped ticking. Its hands pointed to 11:47. A cold wind pushed gently against my back, almost inviting me forward. Every part of me wanted to run. Every part of me knew I should leave. Instead, I took one step, then another. I climbed onto the train. The doors closed behind me, and everything outside vanished. Vanished. There were no windows anymore. Only darkness. The train moved so smoothly that it felt as though it wasn't touching the tracks at all. I reached for the nearest seat. The wood was ice cold. Every carriage was empty, or so I thought. As I walked farther down the aisle, I heard footsteps. Slow, heavy, always somewhere behind me. I stopped. The footsteps stopped. I turned around. Nothing. Only endless rows of wooden seats. I kept walking. The footsteps returned. 1, 2, 3. Closer. I spun around again. Still nothing. Then I noticed the door at the end of the carriage. It hadn't been there before. An old brass sign was nailed to it. It read, "Passengers only." The handle slowly turned by itself. The door creaked open. Inside was another carriage. But this one wasn't empty. Dozens of passengers sat perfectly still. Every one of them stared out the windows. None of them blinked. None of them moved. I quietly walked past them. Then one little girl spoke, without looking at me. "You're in the wrong seat." Her voice was calm, almost gentle. "What do you mean?" I asked. No answer. An old man sitting across from her slowly raised his hand. He pointed toward the last carriage. "That's where new passengers belong." A chill ran through my body. Where is this train going? The old man finally looked into my eyes. His face was pale. His smile was empty. "We're not going somewhere. We already arrived." The light suddenly flickered. Once. Twice. Then every passenger turned toward me. At exactly the same moment. Every face was staring at me. Not one of them blinked. Not one of them breathed. The silence became unbearable. Then, Every passenger smiled, slowly. At exactly the same speed, their smile stretched far beyond anything human. I stepped backward. The carriage lights flickered again for a split second. Everyone disappeared. The seats were empty. My breathing echoed through the train. I whispered to myself, I'm losing my mind. A quiet laugh answered from somewhere nearby. Soft, patient, almost amused. I followed the sound. At the end of the carriage hung a large mirror. Its glass was old and covered with cracks. I looked into it. My reflection looked back at me. Then, it smiled. I didn't. I stumbled away when I looked again. The reflection was still smiling. It slowly raised its hand. I hadn't moved. A cold voice came from behind me. It remembers you. I turned. The old conductor stood in the aisle. He wore a black uniform from another century. His silver watch chain hung across his chest. His face was pale. His eyes looked almost transparent. I've never seen you before, I said. The conductor tilted his head. Oh, I've seen you many times. He reached into his pocket. Without saying another word, he handed me an old train ticket. The paper felt dry and fragile. Across the top were printed the words, Blackwood Line, passenger name, my name, date, October 31st, 1954, exactly 70 years before I was born. My hands began to shake. This can't be real. The conductor smiled gently. It has always been real. He slowly pointed toward the last carriage. Your seat is waiting. Before I could answer, every light inside the train went out. Darkness swallowed everything. I couldn't see my own hands. The train kept moving, slowly, silently. Then, a single lantern flickered to life at the end of the carriage. Its pale yellow light barely reached me. The conductor was gone. Only the old ticket remained in my hand. I walked toward the lantern. Each step echoed far longer than it should have. The corridor seemed endless, no matter how far I walked. The lantern never became closer. Then I heard breathing. Someone was standing beside me. I froze. The breathing stopped. I turned my head. Nothing. Only darkness. The lantern flickered again. This time, a little boy stood beneath it. He held a small wooden train. He looked no older than 8. He smiled. You're late, he whispered. For what? He pointed down the corridor. They've been waiting. Before I could ask another question, he vanished. Not by running, not by fading. He was simply gone. The train suddenly lurched. For the first time since I boarded, it felt real. Metal screamed against metal. The lights flashed outside the windows. The fog disappeared. A city stretched endlessly beneath a black sky. It Its streets were empty. Its buildings stood abandoned. Every clock I could see displayed the same time. 11:47. Thousands of clocks. One frozen moment. The train slowed. A voice echoed through every carriage. Next stop. The place between. The doors unlocked. Cold air rushed inside. The conductor's voice whispered somewhere behind me, "You can leave, but you'll never go home." The train came to a stop. The door slowly opened. Beyond them, someone was waiting. The door stood open. Cold air drifted through the carriage. I stepped onto the platform. The silence was overwhelming. No wind, no birds, no sound except my own footsteps. The station looked abandoned, stone walls stretched into the darkness. Old lamps burned with a pale blue flame. Their light never moved, their shadows never changed. I looked behind me. The train was still waiting. Steam drifted slowly around its wheels. The conductor stood beside the first carriage, watching, not moving, not speaking, as if he already knew what would happen next. I turned away. A narrow path led away from the station. Every few steps, another old clock stood beside the road. Some hung from broken poles. Others rested on cracked stone pillars. Every clock showed exactly the same time. 11:47. None of them moved. None of them ticked. I kept walking. Minutes passed, or maybe hours. Time felt different here. The path finally ended at a small village. Every house was lit. Warm yellow light filled the windows. Smoke rose from chimneys. It looked peaceful, almost welcoming. But something was wrong. Every door stood open. Every chair was empty. Food remained on the tables. Tea still steamed inside old cups. It looked as though everyone had disappeared, only seconds before I arrived. Then I heard laughter, children, somewhere nearby. I followed the sound into the village square. An old carousel slowly turned by itself. No music played. No children were there. Only empty wooden horses moving in endless circles, round and round, never stopping. Then, a voice whispered my name, softly, so close it felt like someone was standing beside me. I spun around. Nobody. The voice came again. This time from inside the church at the end of the street. Its doors slowly opened. Darkness waited inside. Something, or someone, was waiting for me. The church doors closed behind me. The sound echoed through the empty building for a moment. Everything was silent. Rows of old wooden benches stood untouched. Candles burned along the walls, yet none of them melted. Their flames never moved. At the far end of the church stood a massive clock. It was taller than any person. Its face was cracked. Its hands pointed to one time. 11:47. I stepped closer. The air grew colder with every step. My breath became visible. The pocket watch inside my coat suddenly began ticking again. Tick, tick, tick. The sound grew louder. Soon it echoed through the entire church. Then another ticking answered. Not from my watch, from somewhere beneath the floor, then another, and another. Hundreds of clocks, all ticking together. The wooden floor beneath my feet began to vibrate. Dust drifted down from the ceiling. Without warning, a narrow door behind the altar slowly opened. Beyond it was a spiral staircase leading underground. A faint light glowed from below. I should have turned back. Instead, I started walking down. Each step creaked beneath my weight. The air smelled of damp stone and old metal. The staircase seemed endless. Finally, I reached the bottom. A huge underground chamber stretched before me. Thousands of clocks covered every wall. Large clocks, small clocks, pocket watches, grandfather clocks. Every one of them showed 11:47. In the center of the room stood a single wooden desk. On it rested a thick leather book, covered in dust. I opened it. Every page contained names. Hundreds, no, thousands of names, each with a date beside it. Every person who had boarded the train. I turned another page, then another. My hands began to shake. Near the end of the book, I found my own name. The date, tonight, below it, written in faded black ink, were 5 words. The journey is not over yet. A slow clap echoed through the chamber. Once, twice, 3 times. I looked up. Someone was standing in the darkness, watching me. Watching me. The figure stepped into the light. My heart stopped. It was me. Not someone who looked like me. Not a twin. It was my face. The same eyes, the same voice, only older. His hair was streaked with gray. Deep lines crossed his face. He looked as though he had spent a lifetime waiting. He smiled. I wondered how long it would take. I couldn't speak. What? Are you? He looked down at the leather book. I asked the same question. He slowly closed it. The first time I came here, I shook my head. The first time? He nodded. You think this is your first journey? It isn't. I felt the room spinning. I don't understand. You've boarded this train before, again, and again, and again, every time. You forget. The pocket watch slipped from my hand. It struck the stone floor. The cover opened inside. The paper was different. It no longer read, "Never board the train at 11:47. Now it said, "You always do." Memories flooded into my mind. The station, the train, the village, the church, the clocks, over and over, different years, different faces. The same journey, always ending here. I've been trapped. For how long? The older man looked toward the darkness. There is no time here, only choices. A deep whistle echoed through the chamber. The train, it was leaving. The older version of me stepped aside. You still have one chance. Run. I turned and sprinted toward the staircase. The ticking became deafening. Thousands of clocks rang together. The walls trembled, the lights went out. I climbed the endless stairs. Faster, faster. I burst through the church doors. The village was disappearing into thick fog. The station stood ahead. The train was already moving. I ran with everything I had. The conductor watched silently. His hand rested on the open door. Just before the last carriage passed, I jumped. Everything went black. Morning sunlight warmed my face. I opened my eyes. I was lying on the abandoned platform. The station was gone. Only broken tracks remained. Birds sang in the distance. My phone worked again. Cars passed on a nearby road. It felt normal. I laughed. It was only a nightmare. Then I reached into my pocket. The silver watch was still there. Its hands had stopped. 11:47 inside the cover. A fresh piece of paper waited. Only one sentence was written. See you next year. The watch ticked once, and somewhere far away, a train whistle echoed through the fog.